Gotta love YouTube.
Yeah. Let's see if
Gotta love YouTube.
yeah. Let's see if it's going to restart on me. I hope it does. Okay, it's still going through that. Let's go see. Oh wow. Why did that do that? This the third time it's done that. Oh, let's see. It says I'm still live over here.
Okay.
All right. So I guess I'm going to not close anything.
Don't touch.
We'll see. It's still we'll give it a minute. Good morning, Coop and D. All right,
Okay.
all right. Let's see. Is it still going? Is it still going? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Frankie says you're here, Coop. So I guess you are still going?
Okay, I hope so.
Okay.
Because I restarted it. I hit go live, so it probably. I'm hoping everything stays on board. Okay, let's see. The chat's still running normally.
Okay.
All right, guys in the chat, are we still live? Just somebody please let me know.
Are we still, can everybody hear us? See us?
It says we're still going, so I'm
Okay.
hoping we are. Man,
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
have
right.
to get a hold of. Huh?
Yeah, Kelly says see and hear you. So we're good.
All right. Well, let me run while you go ahead and say some good mornings. I'm gonna make
Okay.
sure and see if it restarted a new stream
Okay. Mama Coop said yes, we see it. She says, hello, hun. I hear and see you. So you are good to go.
because
Everybody's saying yes.
I know there's a bit of a lag. So, but I think we're still going. I'm gonna go check it
Okay.
out real quick over
Okay.
in the what's my jigger.
Good.
See, yes, we're still live. All right, it says we're
Okay.
still live
Great.
on that. It says I don't have to. Things still going. Okay, so hey,
All right.
wow, that's that's good. That's good that I was able to hit the go live and it just went right back to the same stuff. Okay, because
Great.
when I did it the other day, when it did it to me, when I hit go live again, it created a whole new stream.
Oh, wow.
This one actually picked up right where we were left off.
Okay.
So it
Great.
didn't recreate a new one. So,
Okay.
hey, we're still going. We're still
Okay.
moving. All right. All right.
Yeah,
Whew.
you're gonna have a good day when you wake up at 5:30 and you have an 18-pound cat on you watching you sleep.
Lordy, Lordy.
My cat was watching me sleep, and I guess he was ready for breakfast at 5:30, so I got up at 5:30 and fed the cat, and he was happy.
All right. All right. All right, guys and gals. You all know lots of stuff happening yesterday. Lots and lots of stuff. We got bankruptcy stuff. We got Fed2 stuff. We've got to also finish up what we were doing yesterday with Jeremy's video. Uh, but yeah, D and I are going to have a fun filled packed morning this morning. We're going to be reading these motions. They're not real long. That's what I love about the judge's motions. They're only mostly like 2 or 3 pages at most, sometimes four. But it's some interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. I think you guys will enjoy it. So let's get the good mornings out of the way, D. What you say?
Absolutely.
Now, Mr. Kiko, again, I popped on. I overslept today. I didn't get up till 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
And I logged in and dang, Mr. Kiko was already in the chat first person. And I'm sitting there, wow, he's sitting here waiting on dead air. Anyway, I know he's still out there. He's at the gym with the sweetie and they're doing their workout. So good morning, Kiko. You know, you want it's now Kiko, he's been one of my subscribers since before I started live streaming. He's one of my paracord people.
Wow.
That's devotion.
Right?
So good morning, Kiko. Glad to have you, my friend. My four sons, how you doing? Jean or Jeanette, Bonnie. Good morning. Good morning. Who else is in here?
Jo
Dr. Joan,
Joan, and of course, Mama Coop.
Mama Coop, my sweetie. Here and afters here. Gary, Nanny.
And uh-huh.
Go for it.
And Bonnie, good morning, Bonnie. Frankie, Greg, my psychotic wife, good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Oh, there's a
Jack.
lot of people.
Hey, good morning, Jack. Yeah, breakfast sounded pretty good there, buddy.
Oh, there's Greg and Mr. Paul Vols. What's happening, Mr. Paul? Who else we got in here? I say more. My four sons is in here this morning. Yeah. Good morning.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning. Who else is here?
I think,
Bradley the Sloth is here. Good
yes,
morning.
yes. Let's see who else. There was, I think I saw.
Roy's here.
Or
Oh, look at here. Jones got it covered for me. She's got Roy's here. Good morning. Sounds of Voss is here. Tracy Spencer's here. Jack Miles is here. Gary's here. Karen's Books. Daisy Jane. Frankie. Bonnie and Mama Coop. That was nice. I could just read what she was saying. Good morning to everybody.
let's see,
Or,
and look around. Good morning, look around. Sharon, Donnie, and Marie on the go. Good morning. Almost Boomer Craft, Pa and M Bear.
oh, Paul and Mama Bears got us a super chat coming in. I woke up with my cat's butt in my face. it I can't even pronounce that long ass
It
word.
instantaneously got better when you two came on. Well, thank you.
There you go. There you go. Now, somebody in the chat earlier I saw, I cannot remember who it is. They're without power right now.
Oh no.
They're up in Illinois. I guess they got really bad windstorms and their power went out at like 6 something this morning. I can't remember who said it. It was at it was before we even went live. So, guys and gals, prayers and thoughts for whoever it was. I hope your power gets back on soon. Thank you so much, Mom and Paul Bear.
Oh, Chucky's here. Good morning, Chucky.
Thank you, my friend.
Good morning, Chucky. Oh, almost Boomer Craft. John's in the house. Good morning, John. Who
In
else?
the clouds. In the clouds.
Yep, in the clouds.
Tracy.
Who else? All right.
Tracy.
Yeah. Joan. Yeah, we done said Joan. But yeah, we got 139 people hanging out with us right now. I'm sure the numbers will go up a little higher. Oh, and there is somebody who is, I'm going to have to turn that off.
It's not me.
Probably Mama. Nope, it's Venom. Have a great morning. I'm off to appointment. Oh, okay. Have at it, D.
Jack Miles says, was it me? My power lines are subterranean, underground. That's good when you can find a place that has them underground. Johnny D, good morning. Good morning. Mary Dale, good morning. Let's see, who else has come rolling in? Of course, Paul. Miss Tammy, good morning. Mary Ann Fields, good morning.
There's Cheryl.
Good morning, Cheryl.
I guess that's Cheryl. Yeah. Hello,
Cheryl.
DSpills the T and MrCoop. Good morning. Good morning. Chris is in the chat. I see. DR said good morning.
Mercedes. Good morning, Mercedes.
I don't see Mercedes as per usual, but I know she's here because people are saying good morning. So good morning, Mercedes. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. It's a lot. It's some good stuff. It's some bad stuff. I think it's some good things that can happen down the road. Yeah.
Most definitely. I believe some things there's going to be some more twists and turns, I guess you could say.
Oh yeah. The bankruptcy, I really want to get into that because that's going to be, I wasn't really interested in the bankruptcy in the beginning. And then the more that came out, the more interested I got. And the motion we got today, it's really a good motion. It's pretty much saying sit down and shut up. It's pretty good motion. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I think they're like, hey, we've already discussed this, and we're just going to go ahead and move forward.
Well, the one thing I liked about it is it kind of killed two birds with one stone type of deal. These morons were thinking they were going to make money off of Jeremy somehow, and that got nixed. that
It
that
did.
got thrown in the can. They got 86th. So yeah, we're gonna get to that. So how's your morning going other than a big giant cat sleeping on you?
Going pretty good. Went and did my errands. We went out to breakfast. We went to Cracker Barrel and we ran a few errands and came home.
Oh, all right. That's cool.
Yeah.
I know Mama's already she's already planning dinner tonight.
Oh, I
She was
haven't gotten that far.
she was talking to me before I hooked up with you this morning. Her and I were talking on the phone. And when it comes to steakhouses, I only have one that I really like, and that's Texas Roadhouse. But there is an appetizer at Longhorn that Mama just absolutely loves. It's like a spicy shrimp appetizer. Uh, and she threw out Longhorn first thing this morning. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever, but I'd rather go to Texas Longhorn. Well, then as the conversation progressed, then she enlightened me as to why she wanted to go to Longhorn. It's for that appetizer. That's the reason she wants to go, which is fine with me. I mean, wherever she wants to go, that's where we'll go. But when it comes to steaks themselves, I like the seasoning that Longhorn has a lot.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever eaten there?
Yeah, we have. We do have one close to us, and I don't know if you guys have them in Florida, but we do up here. They're called Logan's Steakhouse.
I don't know.
Logan's is like Texas Roadhouse.
But did I say Longhorn a second ago? Texas is the one that has the seasoning that I like. Longhorn, it's good. I don't have any problems with Longhorn. It's just, but Logan's, I don't know if we have Logan's here or not.
Yeah. So,
But
and they're very they're good. They're good.
We do have a new local steakhouse over in Lakeland that when we were over there doing something and we saw it. It's on Florida Avenue. And it's a family run business and it's new. So maybe we might try that one of these nights. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but Cracker Barrel always never disappoints with the breakfast. So we try to go there maybe twice a month, but generally I do cook.
We got Susie rolling in hot. What you got to say, Susie? Good morning, Coop and DSpills. Oh, so stoked. Jeremy told you all good with sharing his videos. Being a supportive creator really is awesome. Well, thank you, Susie, for the $10 super chat, girly girl. Yeah, he gave me permission to use his stuff. I enjoy it. So yeah, we're going to be playing some of his stuff today. So thank you so much, Susie. Who else we got rolling in here? We got Nancy. Birthday song from my son. She says, I think we can accommodate that. Now, D, you're welcome to sing along if you want.
Oh no, I don't have a singing voice. I'll just
All
listen.
right, Nancy. Here we go, girly Daryl. This is for your son.
Happy birthday to you. You're older.
Oh, come on. Tell me you're not. Are you gonna?
You might need more candles than your cake can handle. Let's say happy birthday to you.
Now, did that sound messed up to you, D?
No.
Did it play the whole song?
Yes, it did.
It must have just been on my end. Happy birthday to Nancy's son. Happy birthday.
Yes.
All right. It kind of just got a little hinky on me. So, all right. Well, moving on. It's got me kind of discombobulated because right out of the gate, we lost our stream. Luckily, we were able to bring it back. So I'm kind of just blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Tizzy's in the house too. Good morning, Tizzy.
Good morning, Tizzy. There she is, lurking and working. Good morning, Tizzy. And then, oh yeah, I didn't even see that. I was scrolling so fast. Okay, who else we got? There's Tizzy there. There's Susie. I got to get caught up.
Sticky Widget just came in.
Oh, come back here. Stop. Oh, we got this one right here. Cracker Barrel dumplings. Yum, Rob Pate says. Thank you. Thank you, Rob Pate. And then you said Sticky is in the house.
Thank you, my
Yeah.
friend.
And it's raining men. And you're not going to work. What is going on with my equipment today?
It's Friday the 13th, Coop.
Ah, yeah, Mama said something about that. Now I'm froze. Well, I better just sit here and wait for a few minutes until it wakes back up. Holy cow. I think I just got too much. I think I'm going to close a bunch of this stuff. Oh, now that's froze. Now, D, if I disappear, you'll just have to run it till I get booted back up.
Okay.
It seems like it's wanting to just make me wait on everything to wake up. Holy cow. It's
Oh my
another day.
goodness. Then there he goes.
Yeah, I'm out.
Oh, I watched so you don't have to. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Good morning, Denise. Yeah, Cracker Barrels are really good. I like Cracker Barrel. I like their breakfast, and I I enjoy going there, and I enjoy shopping there too. I like to look at things that they have there, the old candy, the clothing, whatever little decorations they have. I really enjoy going there. So yeah, really good stuff. Oh, Sticky, you got stopped by a train in a place that you never get stopped. Oh, don't you hate that? Yeah, trains. Crazy. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, everybody. Capicola. Spicy capicola, Jack. Was it spicy? I like the spicy. It's really good. Good morning, Carol. Good morning. Yes, just waiting on Coop. Things went a little bit haywire over on his side. So, good morning, DR. Yeah. Oh, is she? Is she Sharon? Is she cherry picking again? Hmm. Interesting. I don't know. I haven't heard. So, good morning, Jen Thunder. Gary, how are you? Green Flamingo, good morning. Are you back?
Well, I'll be in here for a second. I'm just on my phone waiting on the computer to boot back
Okay.
up.
Oh no.
So I don't know what that wheel of death is spinning up top there.
Oh no. Don't you hate that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, good morning, Sister Sal. How are you? Oh, Nanny, wind is crazy. Oh my gosh. Your door got yanked out of your hand. Ouch. Oh my
All
goodness.
right. Let's see. I'm just waiting on the computer to boot back up, guys. Just give me a few minutes. I can't see chat, but
Okay.
I can hear. I can hear D. I can see
Hi.
a little bit of chat, but
Good morning, Brenda. Oh, she's cherry picking the judge's orders. Well, I think everybody kind of saw that coming, right? Yeah.
oh, most definitely, most definitely. That's all she ever does. She leaves out the important stuff and she only focuses on her stuff. Coops Pooter needs an upgrade CPU. I probably does, Jack. Probably does. Uh, but hey, it's been working great for a while. So I expected this to happen. Yeah, Restream is the one that got me this morning. It turned everything off, turned the stream off. We got it going. We got it going back again, but now it's the PC. Oh, cancel. All right, there we go.
Good morning, Greg of Scotland. Oh, he says, I hacked Coop. You need to put me in the cage.
But yeah, guys, as soon as I get booted back up, I'm limited on what I can see. So we're just going to rely on D to talk to you guys while I get going.
Oh, here and after, I'm quite sure Coop thanks you for the $5 super chat. Sending Friday 13 good luck. Yes. Good
Oh,
morning, Brenda. So, yeah, I haven't switched from StreamYard to Restream yet. I'm still on the fence with that. I'm still weighing options. So, Johnny D wants to know if you didn't you get a new computer?
Yeah, this is it's just barely over a year old. Hereinafter, sending Friday the 13th, good luck. Thank you so much, Hereinafter. It means a lot to me, girly girl.
Yeah.
I can do a little bit on my phone, just not a whole lot.
The Rick Reed is here. Good morning. Good morning. And the Clouds gifted 10 memberships. Coop. Yay.
Yeah, I'm headed that way. I go one comment at a time. I'll take a pictures and show you guys what I'm looking at on the phone. Uh, Dee
Uh,
Dee, you usually on your computer, aren't you?
yeah, I'm on my computer. So it's Big Al says I'm sure Paint Chips is going to make himself more unwelcome since he's still in the running. Can't wait to see what he has to write to the judge and most likely get Jeremy in trouble. I don't know, Big Al. That was they were told no, not to do that no more.
Well, yeah. See, G and I were talking about this before we went live. This guy loves to hear himself. Okay, so anytime he writes stuff, he loves his own words in text. So he's gotten neutered when it comes to emails by the judge. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, D?
Yeah.
Judge says no, no, no. Well, we'll get to that here in a little bit.
Oh no, Jack, you woke up to 8 inches of snow. Oh no.
Well,
Oh
now
no.
remember, Jack's way up there in the mountains. I think he's in Montana. So there's a lot up there.
Oh yeah.
All right. Oh, by the way, in the clouds, thank you for the 10 gifted memberships. Much appreciated. I don't have my buttons up and going yet, but hey, we're working on it.
Right.
What does Big Al have to say? Oh, I'm sure Paint Chips is going to make himself more unwelcome since he's blanking. I can't see it. Dang it. Get off of there. Okay, make himself more unwelcome. Come on. Are you serious?
I gotta
Rodney
love
can't wait to see. Well, anyway, okay. What's that, D?
electronics, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Lisa is attempting to deny the injunction in 175.
Yeah, let her keep trying. See now, guys, I didn't watch her at all last night, and I didn't even go get her transcripts today. I'm like, nah, I ain't even fooling with it. It's gonna be the same old blowhard bullshit that it always is. You know, I've won, we've won. No, you ain't won nothing.
That's okay. Let them celebrate because nobody knows what's going to happen next. So let's
Exactly.
just let them keep going.
I mean, the way I look at it is Jeremy's already made it perfectly clear. He is not done with these people. So no matter what's going on in Fed2, even if it gets dismissed, even if he decides to drop it, I guarantee you they're not out of the woods. He will legally go after them until he's satisfied.
Yes. Yes. Most exactly. He's not done. And if I'm not mistaken, did he not say that Fed2 was just the beginning? That
Yeah, he wanted to make sure and gather them all in one place, and he did exactly what he wanted to do. You are exactly right, D.
So
Okay.
it's far from being over. So
Let me get caught up. Come on, come on, come on. Man, this is driving me nuts. One comment at a time. Oh, I see Harry's here. Good morning, Harry. Can y'all hear me fine?
yeah, good morning, Shell Bell.
Good morning. Oh, Wookie's here too. All right, let's see. My four sons. You just have at it. I know it. Oh, Green Flamingo's here. It's chilly and windy here in Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, she lives up there where Jeremy lives, huh?
Yeah. I think I find it interesting that Hinkle had to put that in place about the emails. I mean, because Belitho could have already have done that. He could have already have put that in place. He could have shut all of that down when it started pouring in, when the clerks were going to him and telling him, we have this, 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 and this. That should have already been addressed. It shouldn't have had to have wait this long until it was addressed. So, makes
All
you
right.
wonder.
I'm wondering if this is my voice mod that's giving me all these problems. Because when I pulled my voice mod up, a lot of my buttons, the avatars for the buttons, some of them are, how you get that broken picture thing.
Yeah.
Some of my buttons have broken avatars, so I'm wondering if maybe I need to upgrade that or update that or something. I don't know. But right now, I've got the computer back up. Now I'm working on the interwebs part of it. So bear with me. This should, if I'm not mistaken, this should let me restore everything. Oh, yes. I love it.
So but it just, Hinkle shouldn't have had to do Bolitho's work for him. That's the way I'm looking at it. If it's your courtroom, it is your case that you're presiding over. It is your responsibility and your job to control it. But I'm not a judge. I'm not a magistrate. I mean, all of us are seeing it, but they look at things differently. They're taking it from a different perspective, from a legal perspective. We're taking it from a layperson's perspective. So we just have to roll with the punches, just like everybody else. We just have to see what happens next. So it's mind blowing to say the least. Very mind blowing.
All right. This goes over here. I'm almost there.
Okay. Okay.
Working on it. Working on it.
Yeah, Great of Scotland. Yeah. Paint chips. Hang on a sec. Come back here. Wrote a motion last night and tagged everyone apart from judges and didn't have the guts to send it to the courts last night. Yeah, Megan and Tug did dare him to send it. And of course, he's not going to. He's not going to. And because he knows he's going to get slapped. And,
all right. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, Jack. In your opinion, Bolitho was too busy sucking the starfish? I don't know. Element OP and paint chips still on Fed2 filing. They have not been dismissed. No, Sharon. No, they have not. Good morning, Lisa. So oh, Bridget. Yes. Okay. Everybody say some prayers for her aunt. We're going to be praying for you. Good thoughts your way, Bridget.
All right. Am I back up
Yes.
and going? I don't know why I have 3. I don't know what's going on with all of this. So you should be, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, I think everybody needs to, it's just going to be one thing at a time. Boy, you just got us dancing all over the screen, don't you, Coop? We're just dancing.
Well, there we go. We're back to normal now. All right. It took the third one away. All right. I am back. Let's see how long this lasts for. Oh, Bridget came rolling in hot, didn't she? What did she have to say? Oh, need some prayers for my aunt. Well, prayers and thoughts are going to you, Miss Bridget. I guess you just read that, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, now I'm back again. So I closed down a few windows, so hopefully that will help things. Golly, anything else going to happen this morning?
I hope not.
Oh, Mama was right. Friday the 13th. It's sucking. It's sucking. Usually I'm never superstitious about that kind of stuff. But today, oh my God, it's
the best Friday ever.
You're wrong. You're wrong. It is not the best Friday ever. You're wrong. All right. My goodness. 29 minutes in. Well, we're at the 30-minute mark. if there wasn't a snafu in what we do or what I do, it wouldn't be normal. It damn sure would not be. All right, let's get caught up on chat here. You ready to pull up one of these motions?
Sure.
All right, I got them listed here. We're gonna do bankruptcy first. I like this one because there's 3 on the Fed2, so we'll get this one out of the way first. All right.
So
I think
all
that's
all of this up here is referencing case law, the motion number, and things like that. The meat and potatoes of it is down further.
we got Susie come rolling in hot. Mark Cooper lawyer fees. That's right. From what I understand, Mark Cooper's getting sued by Bubbles.
Okay.
I guess Tammy. See, I don't. This is stuff that people have told me they've heard over there. I haven't heard it yet myself. I'm assuming it's when Paint Chips was on with Lisa the other night. I don't know, but apparently he is suing Mark Cooper, and Tammy J corrected him. That's not his name. His name is Jim Cooper. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then Bubbles just kind of blew it off. Oh, okay, whatever. So are you suing Mark Cooper or me? Let's have some fun, fat boy. All right. Order denying debtor's motion for to enforce the automatic stay and for damages pursuant to blah, 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 blah. And I'll let you take over from there.
Okay. This case came before the court for hearing on February 10th, 2026, upon debtor's motion to enforce the automatic stay and for damages pursuant to motion ECF number 89. Creditor Jeremy Hell's response in opposition to debtor's motion to enforce the automatic stay for damages pursuant to Doc 89. Response ECF number 90. And debtor's reply to creditor Jeremy Hell's response in opposition to debtor's emergency motion to enforce the automatic stay and for damages pursuant to reply ECF number 92. Having considered the motion, response, and reply, having heard argument of counsel, and having reviewed the applicable case law for the reasons announced in open court at the hearing, it is ordered the debtor's motion to enforce the automatic stay and for damages pursuant to 11 U.S.C. 362K ECF number 89 is denied.
Denied.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for a lot of people that don't realize, all right, the stay thing that they're talking about, they were trying to get the thumbnail case and the Granger's case. They were trying to get a stay in those 2 cases is what they were trying to do. The fees that they were talking about, they were literally trying to get lawyer's fees out of Jeremy for I don't know what. I can't even remember. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah.
He doesn't deserve any lawyer's fees because he's not part of those 2 lawsuits. So I don't know why he thought he could ask for lawyer's fees in 2 lawsuits that he's not even a part of. But right here, damages pursuant. Yeah, what damages? That whole motion, D, threw me for a loop when he filed something like that. Do you remember that motion?
Yeah, I do. And I was like, why is he even doing this? Why? I mean, because I thought, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't Saran Wrap just bankruptcy and he was not involved in the Granger's case or the thumbnail case?
Right, exactly. He was only involved in just the bankruptcy. So why he was trying to file for fees in cases he's not even a part of, it blew my mind. Oh, we got Bridget. What you got to say, Bridget? Oh, my aunt has MS or mass on her colon cancer screen. Oh, prayers to you, girly girl. Prayers. Thank you so much for the super chat. Rob Pate. Who is Helms? One of the defendant's lawyers. No, Helms is actually one of the defendants in Fed2. He is actually a YouTube creator on YouTube. He's the one that apparently went to Jeremy's home in Ohio and took pictures and video and stuff standing out front of Jeremy's residence up there.
Mm-hmm.
He's a defendant in Fed2, and he has a lawyer. And I think, matter of fact, I'm jumping ahead of myself. We will be talking about Helms in these 3 motions that were filed in Fed2 after we're done talking about this one. Thank you so much, Rob Pate. But I hope I answered your question there, my friend. Who is Helms? Yeah, he's MLS is his YouTube page.
Yeah,
he's a law tuber. He's an actual lawyer with a YouTube page. So yeah, I used to watch some of his stuff until he lost his flipping mind, and then I quit.
Yeah, he was in the beginning. He was the only one who did. He just stopped. He didn't say a word. Once he retained an attorney.
Oh yeah, he was very vocal until he got put in a lawsuit. When he got put in a lawsuit, he did what normal defendants do. His lawyer told him, well, probably didn't have to tell him. He got quiet. He didn't say nothing. He just let the lawyer take over. Am I right on that?
Yeah, he did. So
But,
that was a smart thing, just to keep it quiet and not say a word.
Bridget, Rob, thank you so much. Much appreciated. That'll help keep the lights running a little longer.
Thank you, my friend.
And as we can see, boys and girls, this motion has been denied. Sit down. There you go. So, you got anything else you want to say about this here motion, D?
Honestly, Saran Wrap shouldn't have even said anything. And honestly, I think he was going on the advice of Bubbles. But that's just my thinking.
Oh, Tammy. So I think BBB will be handled after the bankruptcy ends by Hinkle. That could be. Why Hinkle would? Well, yeah, because there's a stay, right?
In the last
Fed1's got a stay on it because of bankruptcy.
Because of bankruptcy, yes.
So that's Tammy. You brought up an excellent. I didn't even think about that. That might be the reason why they're not going after Bubbles for his sanctions in that part. Is because of the stay. I never even thought about that. Did you, D?
Not until just now.
Yeah. So yeah, Tammy, you brought up a good idea. You know, a good point. He could be waiting until after the bankruptcy. But will he be lenient on him?
I don't.
Because Clark Stark. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning,
the infamous Clark Stark. The uneducated private eye. I'm not going to say uneducated. I'm going to say, how do you do that? How is that? Permitless, I guess you could say. Anyway, this is Jay's private eye. Did you watch Jay today?
Yeah, it was one of his many agents.
Oh, Tug just posted about it. Oh, well, how about I just go get Tug's post? How's that sound? We can do that. We most certainly can. What you think, D?
Sure.
Oh, I'll go get it. So you have fun talking to these people while I go grab that real quick.
Yeah, I really liked Clark Stark's loofah outfit. I really did. That was fun.
Oh, tag guy.
Really good.
There he is. I'm a little tongue-tied today, Clark and everybody in the chat. Things are just not working right over here today. Okay, see more. Oh, there we go. I'm going to grab this. I'm just going to screenshot it. It's easier because I could scroll in on it. Apparently, this must be something that's in one of the motions. Because he's got a screenshot of...
Good morning, Rickles.
Good morning, Rickles. Man, I'm sorry. Yesterday, I did not see your links when we were on live. I apologize, my friend. I didn't see you posting them. We were busy. Rickles, what a song. Okay, I'm going to put this up. I'm going to put it in the, I'm going to curate it so I have it, and we will definitely play it soon. Let me go get it real quick. Goodness gracious, I'm all over the place today. It's one of them days, my friends. It's one of them days.
Yeah, Sharon, I think the Florida, Connecticut, and the Massachusetts bar will stand up and take notice with Bubbles. I do believe so.
Unlicensed private investigator. That's where I was going with that while ago. there we go. Rickles, I'm going to pull you up right there, my friend, and we will most definitely play that sometime during the show. I got you. I like playing Rickles stuff. He's got some fun stuff. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Rickles. I got you, my friend. Oh, Susie come rolling in for Clark's gas money, she says. Yeah, we got to keep Clark
moving along
tanked
here.
up. Yep,
Yeah,
moving
that's
along.
Right. Got to keep him going.
Rickles says, you a busy guy. Well, yeah, but, you know, one of the things about streaming, with me, when things go smooth, everything is, Coop is happy, the world is happy, birds are barking and all that good stuff. But when I start having snafus first thing, it gets me all discombobulated. Thank God D is here to help things keep going, run smoothly. Because it throws me off kilter.
Good morning, Kitten Volunteer.
So apparently we must apparently talk. Damn it! Here we go again. Susie for Clark's gas money. So are we going to grift for Clark's gas money today? Is that what you're getting at there, Susie? Are we going to grift for Clark? We can. All right. Now, what was I doing? We were going to
Tug's Post.
Tug's Post. All right.
Yes.
Let me go get Tug's Post. It's going to be one of them days, girl.
Oh, I know those transcripts from Ohio are going to really put a little bit more emphasis on what actually happened in court. Because everybody has to remember that George and Jeremy just gave synopsis of questions and answers. I'm quite sure there's going to be a lot more in those transcripts that are going to come out.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. I got it right. Chill. All right. This was posted by Tug about 20 minutes ago. Breaking. Looks like the court hasn't forgotten about Bruce Madskins. Randy reminding the court they've done nothing for months. Seems it will cause something. Okay, let's see what he's got here. You want to take off with that?
Sure. Clear that the misconduct of defendant's former counsel would be addressed. It has not been addressed yet because this case is and has been stayed, and courts generally do not issue substantive orders directing people to do things in cases that are stayed. That is the meaning of a stay. Nothing happens. The case is paused. See Black's Law Dictionary, defining stay as the postponement or halting of a proceeding. In any event, sanctions are routinely imposed at the, is there more?
Well, that's it. That's all there is.
Okay, that probably came, okay. Is that from?
I don't know what this is from. I don't know where Tug got this. I guess I could ask him.
I wonder if that is from Randy's motion.
I don't remember that being in Randy's motion, though. I know Randy discussed it in his motion, but I don't remember if this exact stuff was in there or not. But it could be, or maybe Tug found this from another case and he's just saying, hey,
Yeah.
just don't worry, it
Right.
will come,
Right.
which makes a very good point. See, Tug, he's used to this stuff. He thinks outside the box on this stuff. So breaking, looks like the court hasn't forgotten about Bruce Madskin. Now, this could have been filed. Is there a new filing? Al, is there a new filing that came in today addressing this? Maybe there is. Let me go to Discord real quick.
Okay. Miss Tammy says there is a new doc. I haven't been over in Discord this morning yet.
There might be. Usually people hit me up, but when we're live, it's kind of hard. That's Greg. There is something new of Fed1. Here we go. Here we go. Here we
Oh
go.
no.
Yeah. We
Yeah.
do have a new document in Fed1.
Yeah. Yeah. Al
Thank
just
you for the.
confirmed it. Yeah, Al just confirmed it. It's Doc 182
I'm
in
gonna
Fed
grab
1.
it right now.
Yeah.
Paste. Order, aka removal of Belethio. Need to look at discussion about bubbles.
I
Okay.
bet that's probably where this may have come from there. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably did. I'm gonna say this is what month? We're in third month, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go right. Today is the 13th. Oh man, Hinkle's on the job and things are getting done. You notice that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Not sure why it took this. Why did it take this to start getting things done? You see, that's what I'm not understanding.
Right. This because I mean, he could have handled the sanctions part of it way before the bankruptcy ever started. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There was plenty of time to hand over sanctions to Bubbles after they sanctioned Randy. I don't understand why they waited, but then again, look who we're talking about here.
Right.
This guy is, I don't know. Fed1, it had a lot of papering, but it didn't have 10 boneheads dealing with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So there's no reason why this shouldn't have been taken care of a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're in Fed1, boom, got it. I will most definitely bring this up. We will talk about this after we get done with Fed2. Sound like a wiener to you?
Absolutely.
Thank you, Al. Man, if it wasn't for Al, I've got Pacer and I have gotten documents myself, but man, he knows his way around that thing. It's a pain in the butt. I'm not used to it. Okay, we'll get rid of this. Yeah, this is Tugs. All right. So I'll pull up this next motion. These motions are all pretty short. This thing's only like 2 pages. This one here we're going to go over is order denying the motion to disqualify the magistrate. I was on the fence about this. I think you were too, weren't you, D?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I said I would like to see it go forward, but you don't never know what is going through a judge's mind when they're reviewing the case. And they're going by law. All the rest of us are basically going by our own common sense, I guess you could say. So,
Right.
I mean,
Well,
they're not seeing it happen in real time. They don't know who everyone is and what everyone is about, what everyone has said, what everyone has done. So they're going at it from a legal standpoint and a law standpoint, like case law. How does this reference?
right. You and I were talking about that before we went
Yeah.
live. We see all the parties involved and what they're doing daily. Okay. And the judges, they don't see that. All the judges see is what's put before them in a motion. They don't see Bubbles out here threatening to stab people in the eye. Okay. They don't see Lisa out here running her mouth every time she goes on a live stream, defaming Jeremy. They don't see all of this. So they're oblivious when it comes to rulings and stuff. But I still think that Hinkle Hinkle kind of split the baby. He gave a little bit one way, a little bit the other way. What you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's looking at it from a judicial standpoint, from a perspective on that end. So he has to be within the guidelines. And I wholeheartedly believe that there's going to be something else coming down, because this just doesn't stop here. I mean, the ball is back in Jeremy's court.
I mean,
Okay.
what is this like? This is like the fourth ruling that has come down in the past 2 days on the federal cases. Who is this? Is this Belief? No, this is Hinkle
Hinkle.
again. It's
Mhm.
Hinkle again. So yeah, he's cleaning house, I think.
Mhm. Well, he shouldn't have had to have stepped in, and he shouldn't have had to do that work. That
No,
should have been Belitho's job. He was assigned the case.
exactly.
It fell squarely on his shoulders to take care of business, but he didn't. So, and I think that maybe Belitho got a little bit of a butt chewing, and now he's having to, and I'm quite sure he said, now I have to go in and do this when you could have done it. You could have stopped the emails. You could have done this. You could have handled it a little bit differently.
Who was that? Who did this one? Was this one? Oh my God, this one's 4 pages long. Oh, the one that just came down today. That's actually Belitho. For what was this? The motion for it's an order. This matter is before the court on plaintiff's motion to disqualify. Oh, well, we'll be getting to that here in just a little bit, Belitho. All right, let's get back to this. You ready to go on this one, girl?
Sure. And so he just applied the same order for the disqualification of the magistrate judge to one as he did to Fed2, correct? Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Okay. There wouldn't be two different ones. The order denying the motion to disqualify the magistrate judge. The plaintiffs have moved to disqualify the magistrate judge based on rulings in this case and comments on the record in a hearing in a related case. Under the statute governing judicial disqualification 28 USC 455, bias requiring disqualification must arise from an extrajudicial source, except in the rare case where such pervasive bias and prejudice is shown by otherwise judicial conduct as would constitute bias against a party. And we have case law. Unless a party can show pervasive bias, a judge's rulings in the same or related case are not a sufficient basis for recusal. We have case law. The plaintiffs have alleged no facts suggesting the magistrate judge is biased. Far from it. Judges are sometimes called on to rule against one side or the other, sometimes both, and there are sometimes called on to rein in inappropriate litigation conduct, sometimes by one side or the other, sometimes both. When the plaintiffs disagree with a ruling by the magistrate judge, they can seek review by me, and when they disagree with my rulings, they can appeal to the United States Court of Appeals for the 11th Circuit. But rulings the plaintiffs disagree with will not result from bias, but from careful, principled analysis of the law and facts. That is all the magistrate judge has done here. It is ordered. So the motion to disqualify magistrate judge is denied.
Okay, this is where I think Hinkle's a little wrong on this. I mean, yeah, he's a sitting judge. He's smarter than me. But after reading the motion that Randy put in, that Doreen wrote, I think it was Doreen, the one to disqualify the judge, where they used his own words, they used his own rulings against him. They showed clear bias. But this is that thing again where I think he's splitting the baby. Okay, he's gonna give and take on some of this stuff. But I think that Jeremy and Randy did show that there was bias. That's just my opinion. What do you think, T?
And we have to remember, Al just brought up a very good point. If you read the motion, if Jeremy files a third amended complaint, it's going directly to Hinkle, not Belitho.
Right.
So that's a real good point. So it, this what he did here, as I stated, what he did is he looked at it from a judicial point of view, not just a regular person on the street. So he
Right.
had to apply the case law to it, even though there were excerpts of what Belitho said during when Randy was in front of him, how things, the tone of what was in the courtroom at the time when he was sanctioned. Everything is there, but I think Hinkle's like, no, well, we can't look at it this way. We need to look at it this way, and it could be because trying to save Belitho from himself, I guess you could say. Because I mean, after reading it and you're reading it as how it happened in chronological order, with every motion that was written, with what Bubbles did, with what Paint Chips did, with what everybody put out there, I think he's looking at it from a different perspective, and he didn't want to. Maybe he didn't want to seem biased in his opinion.
Well, I think what he's doing is he knows that this has been bunfuggled. Okay.
Mhm.
He knows that Belithio has dropped the ball on this.
Mhm.
I believe what we were talking about earlier. I do believe that he probably called Belitho into the office and gave him
Mhm.
a little ass whooping.
Mhm.
He's trying to keep things. He's trying to unbuffle everything. Is what I
Yes.
think he's trying to do, and move forward with it. That's what I think he's trying to get at. But we will see. We will see. So that's the first one that came in yesterday. Let's go here, and then we'll share this one. Bam. And we'll blow her up. Oh, now this one, injunction not to file emails. Now this one's going to be a fun one right here, boys and
Mhm.
girls.
Yeah.
Oh, some of the defendants have made a practice of copying me and the magistrate judge on emails addressed to others. Local Rule 7, blah, blah, prohibits the practice. Oh, I have read none of the emails. They have been intercepted by my staff and deleted. Okay, now wasn't Bubbles bragging about Belito had been responding to some of these the other night?
Was it Paint Chips or was it Bubbles that bragged?
Now I think it was Paint Chips because he was going over his email chain on the night that I supposedly the video that's now gone, from what I understand.
I highly doubt that the magistrate responded to any of these.
Because there was something
Because
he said that the judge said, and basically tit for tat, something like that, and he agreed. Bubbles or not Bubbles.
I think that was with the email exchange between Randy and Bubbles when they were going back and forth, and then the eggplant emojis showed up into the emails. I think he might have been discussing that email exchange, not the emails that were going directly to the inbox to the magistrate.
Okay, I can't
That's
remember what it was. Like I said, I didn't watch the whole thing. That was just part that I think somebody sent it to me, sent a clip to me, and I listened to it. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. But anyway, it was something that I could have swore he said it was the judge made a comment and Paint Chips agreed with him, but I can't remember what it was. Anyway, I digress. I'll move on.
I mean, I would think that they would not respond to an email, knowing that you're not supposed to do that. So I'm gonna have to call BS on that.
Right. Oh, so here I'll carry on. I am told that their tone is completely inappropriate, but the practice would be totally unacceptable even if the tone was professional. This order constitutes an injunction requiring the defendants to stop. Oh, look at there. I'm surprised that wasn't in big bold letters.
Right.
Stop.
With emphasis.
A violation of this order may be punished. Oh, as contempt of court with sanctions, including fines or imprisonment. Well, we know who's used to prison, don't we?
Right.
If the defendants continue the practice, it will not end well for them. They
That right
should.
that right
Huh?
there, that's that little snippet. It will not end well for them. That right there is putting all of the defendants on notice to cease and desist. Do not send any more emails. Stop it.
They should govern themselves accordingly. And then it is ordered all parties to this case are prohibited and enjoined from sending a copy of any letter or email to me or assigned magistrate judge or to our chambers, except when directly relevant to the pending motion. I can understand that.
Mhm.
And I think, yeah. And then only as an attachment to the motion or a response filed on the docket. Now, see, I agree with that.
Mhm.
If you're going to send an email, you need to send it along with what you're sending the email about. You know what I mean?
Right.
But see, that's just it. Paint Chips started that email chain out of ignorance, out of just like he wanted to see how many people he could get to keep talking in it.
Mm.
Because if I'm not mistaken, he had Shizzy talking in it. He had Jay talking in it. I don't think Tug and Megan. I think Tug and Megan said they didn't even bother with it. I know
Right.
Jeremy and Randy didn't.
Right.
But this email chain was fairly long from what I gather.
Right. And let's not forget there was somebody else that Paint Chips included in the emails other than Jay and Shizzy and Megan and Tug.
Oh yeah, there were a long list of CCs in that. A
Mhm.
long list. I don't even know how many there were, but
Too many.
I do know listening to Tug and them, there were a lot of people carbon copied in that.
Yeah.
Number 2, this injunction binds the parties and their officers, agents, servants, employees, and attorneys, and others in active concert or participation with any of them who receives actual notice of this injunction by personal service or otherwise, so ordered March 12th,
Mhm.
2026 by Mr. Robert L. Hinkle.
Mhm.
So that means stop, Paint Chips. He's telling you stop, or you could be going back to see Bubba sooner than later.
Well, I a deterrent for right now, I don't know if he would do anything else down the road, but never say never.
Yeah. Now this is the longest motion out of all of them. Let me see this one. This one and the one that came in today are about the same size. I'm gonna let you have at this one.
Okay. Order dismissing the second amended complaint and granting leave to amend further.
Now it doesn't say anything in that title about dismissed, does it?
Just dismissing the second amended complaint and granting leave to amend further. I do
Exactly.
I don't see where it says case dismissed. I don't see that. Does anybody see that?
I don't see that.
No, I didn't think so. Okay, moving along. This case is another chapter, at least the third lawsuit in this court, in what is, at bottom, a war of words. See case law. The plaintiffs, an individual and his company, allege the defendants have said unfavorable, untrue things about them. Unfavorable, untrue statements sometimes give rise to a claim for defamation. Here, through the plaintiffs now assert only other claims, not defamation. The case is before the court on 8 defendants' motions to dismiss. The magistrate judge's report and recommendation concluded the motion should be
Now,
granted.
what? Hold on a second. It says
Mhm.
8 defendants. I thought there were 10.
Uh, there is 10. Well, Patty Plummer got removed, so
Yeah, but she was replaced with
let's see,
paint chips.
paint
So
chips.
it stayed 10.
10.
So he's
I'm
missing.
wondering if it's LMNOP and Crook that he removed because they are technically
Oh, because it was
bankruptcy.
well, he can remove her, but he can't remove Crook because Crook's not part of the bankruptcy. I don't know. We'll have to ponder on this one. Maybe
Yeah.
somebody will enlighten us on that.
Okay. Granted. ECF number 161 and the plaintiff's objections, ECF number 165. I have reviewed de novo the issues raised by the objections as relevant here. The plaintiffs have asserted statutory claims under the Florida Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act and the Federal Lanham Act. They have asserted Florida common law claims for tortious interference with business relationships and civil conspiracy. The claims are unfounded for the reasons set out in the report and recommendation, which is adopted as the court's opinion with the following additions. FDUTPA claims are not limited to sales of products or services. As cases cited in the report and recommendation recognize, actual damages caused by a deceptive sale of a product or service are calculated as the value of the product or service, as it should have been less than the value as delivered. Substantial authority suggests these are only damages recoverable under FDUPTA, even in other contexts. See case law. Oh, so paint chips and LMNOP are the 2 that are not part of the 10. Okay, well, that makes sense. That does make sense. Can we scroll down? No? Maybe? Yes?
I'm sorry. I had myself muted. Y'all didn't even hear me. Yeah,
No.
paint chips and LMNOP. I can see her and him. I think he's looking at different charges on him.
Yeah,
I,
I
I
think
don't. I,
there's something I think there's something else.
yeah, it's not charges. It's complaint, I guess, because he's looking at breaking some very nasty
Things, yeah. So,
Oh my goodness, had to sneeze. All right, were you here at Florida, or were you here?
yeah, I said,
All right.
even in further case law. But this does not foreclose a claim for injunctive relief. The plaintiffs have asked for leave to amend further if, as now has happened, the motions to dismiss are granted. This order grants leave to amend. The plaintiff should note well a third amended complaint that is equally rambling and unfocused is likely to meet the same fate as the second amended complaint.
So Hinkle's telling them regroup,
Yeah,
rethink it out, come up with something a little more structured in what you want to sue these people over. Is that what
right.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking that?
that's the way I'm reading that. It's like, okay, focus a little bit more here and not so much there.
Right.
So,
He's basically telling them that, hey, tell me what the hell you got them all these people in here for. This
so
is where me personally, I would drop all them chuckleheads and go straight after the juggler on Lisa and Bubbles. I would go after those two because he can, like we talked about earlier, he can always use the rest of them as examples of the collective going after his business.
right?
Did I not make any sense there?
No, no. You and I did discuss that this morning. And the plaintiffs may wish to consider the report and recommendations conclusion that attorney's fees should be awarded to the defendant, MLS. Awarding fees is not yet appropriate, but a further amendment against MLS will almost surely increase his attorney fees.
Now that's a win there. Because I think Helms applied for attorney's fees.
Yes.
And this is the judge saying, okay, at this point in time, you ain't getting shit. Now, later down the road, if this continues, he's warning Jeremy and Randy that, yeah, he could probably get fees down the road.
Yeah. Any further attempt to state a FDUPTA claim should allege clearly and succinctly, oh my word, who was deceived, how they were deceived, specifically what damages the plaintiff suffered as a result, and specifically what the plaintiffs say should be enjoined. Or if the plaintiffs attempt to state a FDUPTA claim based on a practice they say was unfair but not deceptive, they should allege clearly and succinctly what practice was unfair, what damages the plaintiffs suffered as a result, and specifically what the plaintiffs say should be enjoined. Any attempt to state a tortious interference claim should state clearly and succinctly, I can't even say that word, oh my, which relationship between which plaintiff and which other person or class of persons was interfered with and how. Any attempt to state a civil conspiracy claim should clearly and succinctly allege facts showing more than independent actions or conscious parallelism. A complaint that runs longer than 20 pages is not likely to be short and plain, as required by Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 8. The plaintiff should not expect more than one more chance.
Now, see, this is one thing that I've been questioning for a long time, ever since Fed2 come out. And it's not really anything bad, but I never really fully understood what Jeremy was going after these people for. You know what I mean? I didn't know if it was defamation. I didn't know if it was tortious interference. I didn't know if it was conspiracy. I've yet to understand what exactly he was going after them for.
Well, we would have to go back to the second amended complaint and look at what exactly he was, other than the Lanham Act and the FDUPA.
Because
So,
it always just baffled me. I never could figure out. You use like, okay, Fed 1, he's going after Lynette and Crook for defamation in Fed 1, flat out. This I don't know. I never could figure out, because there's a lot of stuff that's thrown in here, like civil conspiracy. Okay, that's one of them that's thrown in here. What's the other one that you just read? I don't even know what this FDUPA is.
that's the what is that? Florida Deceptive Unfair Trade Practice Act. That's what that is. Or federal,
gotcha.
whatever that is.
And then you got what?
The Lanham
The
Act.
tortious interference too is on here, I think.
Tortious interference, Lanham Act, civil and any attempt to state a civil conspiracy. So it seems like there was quite a few.
So it's had me confused since day one on Fed 2. So I really don't know what Jeremy. I know why he's suing them. Okay, that's not a question. I know exactly why he's suing them. They're damaging his business. But legally, I don't know. I don't understand what he's going after them for. Like, remember, we were talking about the RICO Act. Okay, boom, you can go after them for this. Maybe that gives you a clear line of sight of what he's looking at, why he's suing them. With this, it's like it's all over the place. I don't understand the meat and potatoes of it.
Well, here in this section right here, he is Hinkle is exactly saying if you're going to do this a third time and you are going to use these same things, then they need to be this. So he's basically given a guideline if Jeremy and Randy decide to do a third amended complaint.
So basically, Hinkle's telling them, okay, if you want to do this, you need to clean it up and be more effective in telling me what you're wanting, what you're doing.
Exactly. Because he
Okay.
basically laid it out for them.
Okay.
It needs to be this, not this. It needs to be more this and less that.
So this doesn't sound like a judge that's dropping the hammer on Jeremy Hales.
No. No.
Again, splitting the baby,
Right.
just saying, here you go, a little of this, a little of that, fix it, and we can move forward, or you can just drop it.
Right. And there's going to be, I'm sure, I am 50% sure, I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, that there are other avenues that Jeremy and Randy can take with this. If they if they decide to say, oh, we're just going to go ahead and do it this way instead. There's other avenues that they can pursue to do this.
Oh, I guarantee that they've probably had this all mapped out just in case it went this direction, what direction they're going to move next. I don't see Jeremy and Randy just sitting on their hands.
No.
I see them having a backup plan. And so we will have to be waiting for that.
Exactly.
All right.
Because the report and recommendation already analyzes the substantive issues likely to be presented by any motion to dismiss a third amended complaint. So on that recommendation, how they had how he had it like broke out, right there is what he was saying, that this is the reason why this should be dismissed. This is the reason why this should be dismissed. So they would have to look at that and then say, okay, well, we're going to go it this way, and we're going to use this, and we're going to use this, and we're going to use this. So that basically broke it down. So I think that they have another game plan. I don't know if I would do a third amended complaint, but I would definitely drop the low-hanging fruit and just keep the ones that are higher up.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's ultimately Jeremy's decision on what he
Right.
wants to do. But from the get-go, 10 people, my God, 10 people trying. And
that's a lot.
You got to think about it. Fed1 or Fed2 is pretty much in its infancy. It's not, it's been going on a while, but it's not really too far into it. But my God, just think, the farther they moved into this with 10 individuals being sued, how much muddier these waters were going to be.
Right.
And how much more money it's going to cost Jeremy. I mean, I can see him dealing with one or two people, but 10 flipping people, man, that's a lot.
That is a lot. If you look at depositions alone, that's enormous.
Right. I mean, remember, if I'm not mistaken, Jeremy said it cost $2,000 for Lynette's deposition during the Judge Grudge debacle. Imagine if he had to pay $2,000 times 10. That's $20,000, and that's a low bar. That's a low estimate. The longer that those stenographers have to be, working, it could be even more. So, yeah, like you said, Dee, the depositions alone could be astronomical.
This order directs the clerk to refer any such motion directly to me, not to the magistrate judge, thus conserving judicial resources. So that right there, everything is to go to Hinkle. All right. He's kind of keeping Belitho like, you sit right there and you just watch.
Let me show you how it's done, boy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how I'm reading that. Okay, you just sit down and everything's going to come to me, and then I'm going to handle it.
You know, I was listening to Tug. It's been a while back. He made mention of this. He was talking about the Johnny Depp case compared to this one, and he says, "My God, the amount of motions filed in this case are just unreal compared to the amount of time in the Johnny Depp case type
Yeah,
of deal."
yeah. Johnny Depp was, I think, a total of 6 weeks. 6 weeks from start to when it went to the jury.
Yeah, but it was it was longer than that. Okay, you got your battleground, which
Hmm.
is your motions.
Right.
Okay, you file your suit, and then here comes everybody putting in motions, battling back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then it gets to trial. But how long before or how
Right.
long between the time you file your suit and it actually gets to trial? Because I
Right.
think it was a long time, wasn't it,
It
with
was,
Johnny
well,
Depp?
yeah, they had like you go through the same motions as any court trial. You have evidentiary, you have where you're going to argue what can be introduced and what cannot be introduced. You go back and forth on that. That can take a day or so, depending on how much evidence one side or the other is introducing.
Right. Because
So,
I think Johnny Depp went on for a couple of years, didn't it, before it finally
well,
went to trial?
I think it all started when she wrote that op-ed about Johnny Depp, and that's when it all started. Plus, with the whole thing that happened over in Europe, you remember what happened in Europe? He got in trouble over in Europe, and it was just one great big cluster.
Well, now, you remember, you got to leave that out because I didn't watch any of that stuff.
Okay, well,
I didn't pay attention to any of it. I didn't even know Johnny Depp was being sued until Tug came on the scene with this stuff, and I'd listened to him talking about during, his time covering the Johnny Depp stuff. I didn't even know Johnny Depp was being sued. So I have no information on any of that stuff, no knowledge at all. Okay. So what else we got here?
okay. It is ordered. 1, the report and recommendation is accepted, except that leave to amend further is granted and attorney fees are not yet awarded in Mr. Helm's favor. The pertinent motions to dismiss 52, 53, 55, 61, 106, 107, 110, and 127 are granted.
All right, guys. All of these numbers here, all of these are all motions to dismiss from Bubbles and Lisa and Paint or Marla. Each one of these is one of these people's motion to dismiss. That's what these numbers are.
Yeah. All claims are dismissed against the defendants John Cook, Bruce P. Matzkin, Lisa Lee, Marla Hughes, David C. Helms, Robert J. Kesey, David Michael Teschendorf, and Raymond G. Bonebreak Jr. Okay, so it says claims. Claims are dismissed. It doesn't say anything about a case being dismissed.
Right. And see, this is where they're prematurely jumping up and down for joy. Randy and Jeremy have the option to file a third amended complaint.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't see anything about anything being dismissed with prejudice, though, do we?
No. 4, the plaintiffs may file a third amended complaint by April 2nd, 2026.
Now,
5,
whether Jeremy does or not, I don't know.
don't know.
We don't know that. I'm not going to reach out to him and ask him. He's got enough on his plate without this old guy bothering him. We will have to wait and see. I am pretty sure after all these motions, I could just about bet it ain't going to be long. He's going to have a video out talking about this.
Mm-hmm. 5, I do not direct the entry of judgment under Federal Rule of Civil Procedure 54B.
I don't know
6,
what that is. Do you?
I'd have to look that up
Well, here,
real
while
quick.
you're reading, I'll go look
Okay.
it up.
Okay.
Federal Civil. Okay. Copy.
54B.
All right.
Yeah. The case is remanded to the magistrate judge for further handling, but The clerk should refer any motion to dismiss a third amended complaint directly to me, not to the magistrate judge. That speaks volumes right there for me. That really does. It's like, don't hand it to him, you hand it to me. Let me deal with this. And I think Hinkle thinks that this has drug out long enough. Nothing was done, and he had to put his foot down. And all of this should have been handled prior to, but it never was. But we shall see what happens going forward.
Okay, now according to this, I'll switch this real quick. According to this is what it means. Federal Civil Procedures, Fed R, Civ R 54B, a proposed two-part analyst or analyzer. Oh, you read it. I'm going to get tongue-tied.
Analysts for the exercise of a trial judge's discretionary certification of a claim as final under Rule 54B when a counterclaim remains pending. Is that all it says? It doesn't.
That's it. Well, they got some stuff down here.
Okay.
Recommended. I mean, you can read that. I don't know if it tells.
It's the same thing. It's saying that trial judge's discretionary certification of a claim as final under Rule 54B when a counterclaim remains. So is there a counterclaim that remains?
I don't know, but I can go back and we can find it. This is the one that I got right here.
Yeah.
Usually it gives you an AI thing. Mm-hmm. See what AI mode says. Oh, here we go. This is a little different. Allows the district court to enter a final. Okay, so it's just basically saying, I guess he can enter a final ruling later.
Yeah, because it's in a multi-claim or multi-party lawsuit. Yeah, allows a district court to enter a final appealable judgment on one or more, but fewer than all claims or parties. So to enter a partial final judgment must make two express determinations. Okay. So basically what it said, he's not entering it. He's not entering a final judgment.
Okay.
So that's he's not. So
oh shit, where did it go? What?
it is still open, and it is open to see which way Jeremy and Randy might take this. I don't know. So right there it says, I do not direct the entry of a judgment. So he's not going to put any judgment in using 54B. This case,
well, he has handed it back off to Belitho though.
But
because you're on 6, right?
Yeah, the case is remanded to the magistrate judge for further handling. So he will handle the case, but the clerk should refer any motion to dismiss a third amended complaint directly to me, not to the magistrate judge.
Okay,
so he's taken control of it because maybe he's like, man, this really turned into a major cluster bomb real quick.
Yeah. Am I upset or disappointed? No. Do I want to see justice for Jeremy? You damn right I do, along with everybody else. Okay. But at the end of the day, it's ultimately on Jeremy and the people he's suing. It's ultimately up to him to get justice. And I hope he gets it. I really do. Because I think he's been wronged. My opinion of all of this is he may or may not refile. I don't know. He's made it perfectly clear that this is not going to be the end of this. He is going to continue until he gets justice finally. So
yeah,
be prepared. I don't know what else is coming down the pike. Now, what was this? This was the thing on this is the one where they were talking. I think this is part of what Tug posted.
Okay.
So let's see what this is, because I haven't read any of this, and neither has D. This is
No.
brand new today. So let's find out.
Okay. Order. This matter is before the court on plaintiff's motion to disqualify, Doc 180. In the motion, plaintiff argues that the undersigned should be disqualified from presiding over this case. Federal law requires a judge to disqualify himself in any proceeding in which his impartiality might be reasonably questioned. 28 U.S.C. 455A. An allegation of bias sufficient to require disqualification under Section 455 must demonstrate that the alleged bias is personal as opposed to judicial in nature. And we have case law. A motion for disqualification generally should not be predicated on the judge's rulings in the instant case or in related cases, nor on a demonstrated tendency. And we have a footnote. Judges routinely preside over motions for their own recusal. In reference Evergreen Securities Limited, we have case law there.
So, in other words, the judge is sitting here saying that Belethio didn't act out of feelings. He acted, how am I wanting to put this? Out of laziness. That apparent. Okay. Let's go see where this said this. I've got my mind's all messed up now. Federal law requires a judge to disqualify himself in any proceedings in which he is partially
his impartiality might reasonably be questioned.
Right. So right there, that's, I don't think Belethio, it was a matter of bias because I don't like Jeremy. It's a matter of he was just too lazy to do his job. That's my opinion. Is that what I'm?
Yeah,
do you understand where I'm going with that, D?
Yeah, yeah. The docket shows some laziness, if you ask me.
So he's not kicking this case because he's emotionally, against Jeremy. It's not that he dislikes Jeremy. It's just he's just tired of the bullshit from all the cuckleheads.
Right.
All right. So where did you leave off? The footnote?
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
To rule any particular way, nor on a particular judicial leaning or attitude derived from his experience on the bench. A judge's expression of frustration with counsel also do not constitute personal bias sufficient to warrant recusal.
That's where I was going right there, D, was the personal bias.
Right. Plaintiff's motion fails to satisfy the standard required for disqualification. The timing of the motion, shortly after an opinion by the undersigned recommending dismissal of claims plaintiff has brought in a related lawsuit, shows what is happening here. Just because a party suffers an adverse ruling, it does not provide that party with a bias for seeking disqualification. Nothing the court has said or done in this case has resulted from a personal bias against a party that stems from an extrajudicial source. Okay, we have case law down there stating that for a bias to be personal and therefore disqualifying, it must stem from an extrajudicial source. The sanctions hearing that plaintiff relies on in his motion to disqualify occurred nearly 11 months before the motion was filed, and the motion to disqualify was filed the same day as plaintiff's objections to the undersigned's opinion recommending dismissal of claims in the related case. Plaintiff also sought to disqualify the undersigned from the related case, and that motion was denied by the presiding district judge.
Okay. Here's my question. He's speaking of 11 months, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why did it take 11 months? And I guarantee if Randy hadn't have brought that up, why it's been 11 months, it would have still been continuing. He still wouldn't be sanctioned. Bubbles still coming. I mean, Randy got sanctioned. So how can Randy not see it as biased? That's my look at it.
I mean, it should have been addressed there shortly after. If not that day that Randy was standing in front of him, it should have been addressed there shortly after.
Well, do you remember?
Instead of, having to say, okay, hey, you were supposed to sanction him, but you didn't. What's going on with that?
Do you remember what that was all over? The sanctions part of it?
That was over the motions that were being tossed. I mean, just paper in the court from Bubbles. He was like, how many motions did he write versus Randy's? It was like what, 10?
Well,
8, 10?
the bottom line is Bubbles was literally trying to make claims that Randy somehow was being sued along with Jeremy. He was seeking attorney's fees and all this crap because he was trying. Okay. Randy addressed it with the judge during the sanction hearing. He said, look, this guy's basically putting me in here as a witness to all of this somehow or another. And the judge says, well, have you been served with any kind of paperwork? And Randy's like, no. Well, then you're not part of this case. And that's what Randy was trying to argue, that Bubbles was trying to make him part of the case other than a lawyer. He was basically trying to put him part of. I'm rambling on. I don't know what I'm trying to say on this. Am I making any sense to you?
Yes, because I remember that portion. I remember that when he was saying, hey, he wants me to. He's saying he's going to call me as a witness or something, making me a witness to this. I remember that.
So this is me thinking, okay, the judge Belitho, he flat out told Randy, look, if he didn't serve you, that means you're not part of it. So your argument is moot. Well, to me, if I were Randy, I'd be taking it, okay, he's telling me this. He's basically telling me to ignore it. So that would put me at the point to where, okay, I'm just going to let him sanction Bubbles whenever he wants to. Because why bring it up again when he's just going to sit there and say, well, it doesn't pertain to you, so why are you bringing it up? Because at the end of the day, Randy got sanctioned $4,000 for his part of whatever happened.
Right.
Bubbles wasn't.
He walked. He was able to walk clean away.
Right. So Bubbles, Randy going to the magistrate saying, hey, why aren't you sanctioning this guy? He's probably thinking, well, the magistrate's just going to tell me again, hey, whatever happens with Bubbles is none of your business. It's basically because that's what he did before. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it anyway.
But still, it doesn't, the question still remains unanswered. Why was he never sanctioned?
Exactly.
Okay. The fact that the court expressed its frustration with plaintiff's counsel for the way the case has been litigated does not provide a basis for disqualification. Finding that the judge's admonishments of counsel did not warrant disqualification, even if some of the admonishments were immoderate. Stating that the judge's expressions of frustration did not warrant recusal, or put another way, generally clashes between court and counsel are insufficient basis for disqualification. Plaintiff's motion argues that the court is biased because it has disciplined misconduct by plaintiff's counsel, but has not disciplined misconduct by defendant's former counsel. Although that provides no basis for disqualification, the court would note that it has already made
We'll read this and we'll go back up to the footnote.
Clear that the misconduct of defendant's former counsel would be addressed. It has not been addressed yet because this case is and has been stayed. So there's the answer. They're waiting for this bankruptcy to either be discharged or to not go through before they address Bubbles's sanctions.
Now,
That
when it was April 3rd of 2025 when Randy was sanctioned, and it was, I can't remember the filing of the first bankruptcy.
July 3rd.
Was it July?
Mm-hmm.
Because then they came back with the second one when? August?
The second one I think was November, October or November. Remember, it got kicked, and then they had to redo it.
Right. So, how many months was in between that?
So
April, May, June, July. 3 months. Why wasn't Bubbles before the stay was ever, the bankruptcy was ever filed? Why
right,
wasn't he sanctioned? There was plenty of time, and that's back when there wasn't a whole bunch of clogging going on. Papering.
yeah. So I
So, because I think
I don't
this
understand.
wasn't Fed 2 filed in like February.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, Fed 1. Because now this is Fed 1. I'm getting confused here. This is Fed 1 where Randy was sanctioned, not Fed 2. So there's no reason from April 3rd to July whatever when the first bankruptcy was filed. There's no reason in the world why Bubbles shouldn't have been sanctioned.
Right.
So that's where Hinkle needs to be asking Bletho, hey, why did you drop the ball?
Right. So now it's just going to be extended even longer. It's probably going to go 15, 16 months. And then by then, who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Let's
So,
see. I'm going to find out when that was, because I have that right here. What date was the very first? All right. It was filed 7/3 of 2025 was the very first time she filed for bankruptcy.
right.
So we went April, May, June. We went 3 months before a stay was enacted.
Right.
And then the first one was dropped. And there was about a month in between before they filed for the second one, right?
Right, because remember, Saran Wrap got his hand smacked for giving his log-on credentials to an unlicensed attorney in California to log into to file paperwork or something. So
Gotcha.
he got like a 30-day suspension. So
All
that
right.
was 30 days. Plus, it took him time. Then they refiled all of the schedules, and all the schedules were still wrong. And from my understanding, they're still wrong to this day. There's still deficiencies on those schedules for the bankruptcy.
All right.
So
Well,
it's been a minute.
yep. So there was plenty of time for justice to be served on Bubbles before the stay. But anyway, I digress. Go for it.
And courts generally do not issue substantive orders directing people to do things in cases that are stayed. That is the meaning of a stay. Nothing happens. The case is paused. Defining stay as the postponement or halting of a proceeding. In any event, sanctions are routinely imposed at the end of litigation for conduct that occurred earlier in the litigation.
Well, then give Randy his money back and don't take it until the end of the the end of
Okay.
it.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Authorizing sanctions to be imposed at the end of litigation for conduct that occurred earlier. So, but he paid it that day because he had
Yeah.
his checkbook, right?
Yeah. Judge told him, bring a checkbook, told both of them.
Right. So, because plaintiff's motion, Doc 180, fails to provide any basis for disqualification, it is denied. And that was ordered today.
Ordered today.
hmm
And this was Bolitho.
Letho. Now go back up to that footnote, that
Yep.
mile-long footnote. Although the court has no personal bias against plaintiff's counsel, the court would note that antipathy to an attorney is insufficient grounds for disqualification of a judge because it is not indicative of extrajudicial bias against a party. And we have case law stating that the judicial activity towards lawyers was insufficient to show bias against a party as required to warrant disqualification. The court made clear in the sanctions hearing that plaintiff's counsel was responsible for the sanctions, and it was plaintiff's counsel, not plaintiff, who was admonished by the court. There are not sanctions on Mr. Hales. It wasn't his decision to file those motions. It was yours. And so the sanctions are going to be imposed upon you.
Well, then again, if he's saying there's no bias, why hasn't Bubbles been sanctioned? He
Because
damn sure took $4,000 from Randy.
right? But then again, he's going back to, we can say there's going to be sanctions, but we can't make them pay until the end. But why did Randy pay right then and there on that day? Why did that?
Right. Well, he told both of them, bring your checkbooks. See this, he wants to preach that there's no personal bias. Yeah, there probably is no personal bias against Jeremy, but it's clear that there's personal bias against Randy because Randy's the only one that got punished for Bubbles' nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Bubbles is the one that created all of this.
And
I think it was 8 to 12 motions that Bubbles filed is the reason why they got called in on April 3rd.
right.
Randy only had 2 motions, and they were responses to Bubbles' nonsense.
Exactly. I mean, and not to respond, he is doing a disservice to his client. So
Exactly.
he has to respond to them. He just can't sit there and let him just keep throwing motion after motion after motion after motion and not respond to any of it, because then the judge is going to say, hey, dude, aren't you going to step up to the plate here and respond to some of these?
See, this is the exact thing that I was trying to express a while ago. He's making it clear that it's nothing personal against Jeremy, but it's obviously something personal against Randy.
It is.
But
And
I guess because Randy's a lawyer instead of the plaintiff himself, it doesn't
maybe,
matter.
maybe,
Because I mean, you're going to see until Bubbles is sanctioned, there's clear bias against Randy,
right.
in
So
my
it,
opinion. In my
that's
opinion,
well, that's the way we're seeing it. But you see, he's a magistrate judge, and then there's Hinkle, who's the judge. They're not looking at it from that point of view. They're not stepping outside of that. They have to maintain a certain way about they, and they have to present themselves in a professional manner when doing this. But to me, yeah, there is some bias there, but that's not for me to say that he's wrong or he's right or he's indifferent. I'm
well,
just going, that's the way I see it.
it seems like he's splitting hairs. He's getting out of being replaced because he wasn't showing bias towards Jeremy. So, as long as I'm not showing bias towards the plaintiff himself, you don't have grounds to dismiss. But it's okay if I show bias against your lawyer.
Right. Right.
Yeah, he's splitting hairs with that, I do believe. But hopefully Hinkle will say, okay, look here, the minute this stay is lifted, you better freaking sanction that moron.
Yeah.
Because Bubbles was looking at around 20 grand in sanctions. If he was sanctioned the same amount of money that Randy was, Randy was only sanctioned for 2 motions.
Right.
Bubbles had either 8 or 12 motions that he was going to be sanctioned on. I think that's what everybody was saying at the time. And it was upwards of $18,000 to $20,000.
Right. So
Explain to me where Bubbles is going to get that kind of cash.
I don't know. He may have to grift for that. I don't know.
He might have to kiss and make up with Lisa, because we all know all the money that's been raised for all of this. Lisa can sit back and say, oh, I never took donations. That was all Bubbles. That was all. But no, it was your audience. Your audience is where the money came from.
Right.
Bubbles don't have an audience. Bubbles doesn't have loyal subscribers that helped pay for all this. It's hers.
So it's interesting. It's interesting. And And for everybody who's asking, why is all this being done now? Well, because Hinkle had to come in and he had to do a cleanup crew
Right.
because he saw that nothing was moving. Nothing was being either a denied or yes, it's going to go forward. There was nothing there. And I guess when Hinkle looked at the docket, he was like, "Hey, yo, you're slacking here. Some things need to happen." So
Now, I wonder if Randy can respond to this because this is an order. I wonder if Randy can respond to this with his opinions. But
he
see, this
could.
is what
He
I was getting at. You know, he's clearly punished Randy and let the other person go. So now this is the second time that he's admonished Randy that you can't file for bias when I'm not biased against your client. I'm biased against you.
so
You know, to have him removed.
yeah.
So
Well, Big Al,
I'd
I
be
think
skittish to file another motion anyway.
yeah, Big Al's got a point too. With Hinkle coming in and doing what he's doing, it shows that the magistrate was incompetent and needs to be removed. Well, I don't know. I don't know if there's just so many facets to all of this, and to have to pick it apart piece by piece, word by word, and Doreen's motion was spot on, and just from me reading it, it was
Oh, most
pointing
definitely.
it was pointing out all the intricacies, things that may have been overlooked, things that may have been missed. Can you imagine the time that it took to review all of that, to review everything, every single thing?
I don't know. It's mind boggling when it comes to all of this, D. I don't even have I really don't have opinions on this. I do, but big like you said, Big Al made a good point. You know, if with Hinkle coming in doing what he's
Are you back?
yeah, I don't know if it's gonna redo it like it did last time or not, but hopefully it will. It ended stream again for some reason.
So
I'm gonna go check it out though.
it just you would just have to be tearing it apart piece by piece, layer by layer, and it's crazy. But it's funny how he's like, "No, no, no, you're not gonna be removed. I'm gonna send you back out there, and you are going to finish this out. You are going to do it this way, that way, and that's how it's gonna roll." So I think he got his hand smacked. I think Bolitho got his hand smacked by Hinkle.
Now Tor Hill come rolling in with the little $2 pair guy, and then she come rolling in with hello DSpills the T and MrCoop. It looks like it continued. It looks like it kept going.
Okay.
We will know here in a moment because the comments are coming up there and they're not coming up over here. So we will see. Oh, that's right, because I've got it on something different. Let me go to here. So yes, it seems like it kept going. So good,
Cool
good.
beans.
We didn't lose full. Okay. I saw somebody that had a good question.
Oh, Jack, I like that. Bolitho made it to where Hinkle had to peel an onion. Yeah.
Here we go. SMN. In my opinion, clearly bias is being shown. Jeremy's lawyer has to pay for sanctions, but Mr. Longnose isn't sanctioned. Exactly. I don't see how that's I don't see how that I don't know. Who was it that just said? Somebody said it just a second ago. Who was it? Dang it. Somebody said by being biased towards Randy is being biased towards Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Because Randy represents
That's
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Right. He's an extension of Jeremy in court. So I get that. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tor Hill. Thank you. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Sticky Widgets, bias against counsel is biased against the client. If counsel is afraid to file motions, then that affects the client. Exactly. That's where I was trying to go with that, Sticky.
Right.
Thank you so much. You cleared up my mind for me. What you think, D?
Yeah. I agree. Now, I don't know how Dan Owens would figure into all of this. I don't know why that was even brought up. I that's I, what does that case have to do with this case? I don't get it.
DR, don't get me struck. I have an opinion, but my opinion means nothing. Plus, if I gave my opinion, someone might get struck or get a strike. Yeah, let's not get no strikes.
Right.
All right, what you got to say, Big Al? If you have too many windows open and you start freezing, you need more RAM. Oh, he's talking about my stuff. No, it's not my computer, Big Al. This is actually Restream has cut my stream twice, but I was able to just hit go live again and it just picked up right where I left off. So we're learning new tricks. I'm going to be reaching out to Restream when we get off here today, and I'm going to ask them, hey, what's going on? Why does this keep doing this?
Right.
Sorry for the caps towards the end. Hey, no. SMN caps are perfectly welcome here. I don't have a problem with people using caps. Okay. Cause matter of fact, when they use caps, I can see it a little easier. Now other people, they don't like the caps. It doesn't bother me. Okay. If it doesn't bother me at all. So don't worry about that, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get caught up on chat here. What do we got here? We got Sharon. Go for it, D.
Belitho did nothing about BBB defying orders to appear in court. Someone would not show court order, bench warrant would be issued. Well, it depends. It just depends on how badly do they want that person to appear in court. Is it worth getting a court order for a bench warrant to be issued and have them brought in? I don't know. And then you're
Now,
looking at resources on that too.
that's one thing that has boggled my mind. Not only did Bubbles get out of paying sanctions because he didn't show up, but I don't understand why the magistrate was not pissed. Well, from what I understand, he was, but why didn't he act on it
I don't know.
for
That's-
Bubbles not showing up?
I mean, to show up for a just cause hearing. Yeah, you're an attorney and yeah, you should have been there.
He was told you must show up and bring your checkbook. And then he just doesn't show up. It's, to me, that's him flipping his nose up at the judge saying, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. So that was wrong. And for Belitho to sit there and take it, he didn't even respond to it. That was crazy. That was so crazy. So
All right.
I don't know.
I don't get it. It's absolutely insane. So we've got, we'll go for a few more minutes. We'll just field some questions from the chat. How's that? Or some comments. I think the magistrate was worried about the appeal because BBB was a defendant in another case. That was he was presiding over that. Well, yes. I get where Al's coming with that. Do you, D?
Yeah. Yeah.
I kind of see it. Okay, he owes me sanctions in this case, but yet he's a defendant in this case, and I'm ruling over both cases. So if I sanction him, is he going to try and use it against me? You know what I mean?
Right. From this case to this case.
Right.
Yeah. From 1 to 2. No, it makes sense. You know,
Ohio court transcripts screw deuce. His own words. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it at all.
Yeah,
Who is this?
That Ohio court transcript is going to be good. It really is.
Bree, good morning. How you doing? Or good afternoon where I'm at.
Yeah. So, and I'm wondering if Belitho was sitting on his hands because he didn't want to create appealable error in Fed2.
Gotcha. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to get at a while ago. Roy, BBB sanctions are going to be more than monetary, considering he is in direct contempt. Ooh, for not showing up when ordered, right? That makes sense. That makes sense. But still, you got Randy showed up.
Right.
Randy took the brunt of all of the aggravation that Bubbles created, in my opinion. Am I wrong on that?
No. He was out to be a thorn in somebody's side, and he did. He really did. So,
All right, D. I think we're gonna send everybody to the barn, and I think we're gonna call it for today. We didn't even get to finish our video from yesterday.
no.
We might have to do that next week sometime because
Okay.
I don't play on the weekends. I go running with Mama and have fun with her.
Yeah. Head out to those flea markets.
Well, I'm actually thinking about doing some fishing this weekend.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right. I've got I don't do much saltwater fishing at all. The only saltwater fishing I do is basically crab fishing.
Okay.
We've got little traps. We go out and we catch crabs because Mama likes crab meat. I don't.
Right.
But I've been watching a dude. Oh, we got Rob Pate come rolling in. What you got to say, Rob Pate? Oh, I think Bolito's bias dates all the way back to this. What is that?
The biases.
The biases.
Yeah.
Small Florida judge family. Oh, it could be. Embarrassing family member. Embarrassing me. Oh, I didn't even think about that, D. That makes a little sense. Because he did have the biases removed.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be. Huh?
But the biases, that was so blatantly obvious what he was doing.
Right.
So blatantly obvious. Couldn't ignore it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, think about it. Rob, you just brought in a good point. All of these judges in Florida probably have the ability to see what's going on throughout other courts. So think about it like this. Boom, you got the biases. You muted D.
I know.
You got the biases was removed. Then Jeremy went after Owens. These are two members of the court, right? So now he's went after Bolithio. Maybe Bolithio, I don't know. Maybe it's the good old boy thing. I don't know.
Could be. Florida is a very interesting state.
Well, where I live, it's more metropolitan, I guess you could say, more urban. Up there in Levy County and around those areas, unless you get into the big cities, they're more backwoods. They're more rural.
Right.
So you have these towns. Look at Otter Creek. They don't even have a police department.
I know.
They don't have judges or lawyer. Well, I don't even think they have a lawyer in that town. But you take, I think Bolito is in Pensacola, I believe. So that's a lot bigger city than Otter Creek,
right?
Or Otter County, or Levy County,
right?
So I don't know. It could be. But thank you so much, Rob Pate, for the $5 super chat, my brother. I think we're going to send all you guys and gals to the barn. I've got things to do, and I know Dee's probably got it. You still got to go to the post office?
Yes, I do.
I
went there this morning, and then I have to go back this afternoon. So it's going to be a short, quick trip this afternoon. But
I think Mama's got something sitting at the post office too. I don't know. Matter of fact, where is Mama? She's not here yet. She's usually home by now. I have to call her. I'm getting worried about her because usually she's home by around 12:30. Anyway, guys and gals in the chat, I am so sorry for all of the screw ups this morning. But hey, it wouldn't be the Coop Show without them.
Right.
D, I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with me. You know, you're welcome
problem.
anytime.
Thank you for having me. And thank you, chat. Thank you guys for hanging in with Coop while he was experiencing technical difficulties and dealing with me.
It's funny how that stuff works. But yeah, I'm going to have the computer. But I can honestly say I had one computer malfunction, but the twice that it's kicked me off, that was Restream. So I'm definitely going to ask them, hey, what's going on? But anyway, guys and gals in the chat, thank you for stopping in, hanging out with us. I love each and every one of you. You guys know I'm on Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to around 1 o'clock or so. Thank you, everybody, for the super chats and memberships. Much appreciated. And with that being said, D, you want to say bye?
Everybody have a wonderful weekend.